Hello everyone, I have got Atelier Ryza here. The box, as you can see, is unopened, and you will be asking me, why did I not open the box? Because this game came out at the end of 2019, I believe. Well, I wouldn't say I've forgotten about it. I've always had it sitting there waiting for an unboxing. But because I didn't have time to play Atelier Ryza, I sort of put it aside, and many other games came along and the occasion just never arose. But with the recent announcement that we're getting Atelier Ryza 2, and quite soon, early next year, I thought it might be time to get into the box and see what we have here. So I'll be going with my trusty German cheese knife as usual. Now, Atelier games. There are a lot of topics that I will want to discuss in the future. There are quite a few things that I'm not sure have been discussed really properly. Maybe I just have a different view of certain issues around Atelier. But there is, for example, the issue of the stories. A lot of people say Atelier games don't really have much of a story. And you know, I don't really agree with that. I don't. And I will want to talk about that, but if I do that now, I will go on forever, I know it. So that will have to be reserved for another video. Likewise, the alchemy system, I think that deserves a separate video or two as well. I don't know much about Atelier Ryza, the story, because I've been trying to keep away from any kind of, spoilerish content, so I haven't read up much about it. I've sort of, around the edges, come across some comments, not very favourable. A lot of people seem to think the story is not very convincing. I have no idea. I will see about that. I did check out the new combat system and the new alchemy system. I did view a few videos when the game came out, so I've got an idea roughly what to expect, although I have to say, even after watching video footage of the new combat system, I really haven't got a clue how it's working. The old Atelier combat system I always thought was quite simple and straightforward, but still enjoyable. And they obviously tweaked it over the years and with each trilogy. So introducing a real-time aspect now is quite a big change. I'm not quite sure about it. I'll have to see how I go with it. The alchemy system, on the other hand, I have heard only good things about. They really seem to have done a terrific job there. So I'm really excited, I think, to finally dive in. This is what we have in the box. I'll try and get the items out now. So here we obviously have the game. And I will quickly get the cellophane off. So, well, that was incredibly thick cellophane, and it was a struggle to get it off. And just to show you, I've got the export edition region 4, you see it at the bottom. I'm really, really pleased that they're still doing that for us, so that we can safely get the editions of Atelier games into our region, Oceania. So Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, having a PG rating, family-friendly, parental guidance, and we'll have a look. What is this? Is strange. There's something here. But this one is empty. I thought there would be a soundtrack. I will need to check that. So we have a very, very cute little charm here, an attachment. This is what I always look forward to. An Atelier game has to have a cloth, in my opinion. No cloth, no good. But so far, we've always had one. So let's have a look. Yes, here we are. And there is Ryza. I will put her on the sofa behind me. The game is simply the disc. That's it. I'm just checking for... No, there's no reverse cover art. That's it. An art card, a set of art cards. Three art cards. And we have a small hardbound art book with the main characters being illustrated. Towel. And then a few backgrounds. It is quite a small size art book, and I think I have mentioned it before in another video that some of the illustrations don't quite shine when printed in such small size. While they are nice and the paper is good thick quality and the print is good too, with those backgrounds I feel the size is a bit small, but for the characters themselves the size is quite sufficient. "35 pages, so it's not a big art book. What I am slightly puzzled about and will need to check is that there is no soundtrack included. I thought there would be, to be honest. So we basically got a game, art book, art cards, a little acrylic charm, and the cloth, which is shiny and nicely printed. But I do miss the soundtrack because the music in Atelier is always really, really good. So I will have a look into that and update you if there's anything I find out. So the mystery of the missing soundtrack is solved. There is a contents listing on the box. I just my glasses hadn't quite focused, you know. And the limited edition includes the game, official hardcover art book, keychain, art cards, cloth poster. No soundtrack. So that solves that mystery. Please admire the cloth in the background. And that concludes the unboxing. Thank you very much for watching. Please keep well. I'm food for dogs. Bye-bye.